Jennifer Lawrence was born August 15, 1990 in Louisville, Kentucky, making her a Leo sun. Leo suns are bright and lively people who naturally attract attention due to their big personalities. Leos are known for being attention-starved and spotlight-hungry, but in actuality, Leos end up drawing attention from others and just don't mind the spotlight being on them. Jennifer's sun is in the 9th house, meaning that throughout her life, she's always had an affinity for traveling and learning other cultures. 9th house suns can struggle with taking themselves too seriously, but when it comes to Jennifer specifically, I don't believe that's the case. She likely just moves around a lot and doesn't like to stay in one place for too long. This is also demonstrated in her Sagittarius ascendant. She likes to get up and go and be on the move, doing many things at once. She doesn't like to be tied down and finds that seeing the same people, places, and things are suffocating. 9th house suns can have a pretentious side, as they see themselves as teachers, constantly feeling as though they have the upper hand in conversation, and also dominating conversations, spouting knowledge that no one asked for. I see this as the person at the back of the black tie dinner party who is off to the corner entertaining a small group of mindless followers with their many travels and how interesting they are. Of course, this doesn't have to be who she is as a person. It's just that 9th house placements, especially Leo 9th house placements, feel the need to over-explain and dominate with their extensive knowledge, which can get annoying. Jennifer's sun is sextiling her moon in Gemini. Moon and Gemini people are naturally gregarious and love to talk, but also love to have fun. This makes her admired by many. She has great conversation and people never get tired of speaking to her. Her moon is also in the 7th house of connections and partnership, making her someone who needs others to be around her, to basically validate her in order for her to feel emotionally stable. Her identity all hinges on how intelligent, cultured, smart, and witty she comes off to the people around her. And there's never a dull moment. She does come off as these things. Her sun is squaring her Mars in Taurus. Mars and Taurus people are extremely stubborn and fight for their comfort and security. If at any point she feels her security is threatened, it's easy for her to lash out and make rash decisions. Her Mars squaring her sun gives her a lot of energy and can make her argumentative to a fault, as she doesn't like being wrong. Mars in her 6th house of routine, day-to-day work, and physical health, which makes her prone to accidents, may make her susceptible to crash diets, body dysmorphia, hypochondria, and excessive exercise. Her moon is in Gemini and it's squaring her Mercury in Virgo, another placement that doesn't like to be wrong in conversation and in general. She relies heavily on her intelligence, especially in her line of work, as Mercury is in her 10th house of career and decision-making. She negotiates a lot at work, and it plays to her strengths as well, as she knows how to win over almost anybody with that Gemini moon in the 7th. The square aspect can make for some cutthroat proceedings as well. She may use unorthodox methods in negotiations for roles. It also makes her slightly a perfectionist at work, and she may demand the same from those around her. Jennifer's Mercury is exactly trining her Saturn, giving her the wherewithal and persistence that led her to success and fame. Structure is important to her, and so is consistency. She won't take a role that she doesn't feel like she can't perform to her best ability. This is a great aspect for her as it aligns with her 10th house in Mercury, and Saturn rules the 10th house. Career is very important to her, and she thinks about ways to expand it quite a lot. She knows the consistency that is needed to attain success, and she commits herself to it. I could also see her being a method actor or someone who fully embodies the role for months while shooting a movie. Her Mercury is trining Mars and Neptune, adding to her storytelling abilities and also giving her grit and masculinity to her voice. She's vulnerable to overthinking and questioning everything, making her a skeptic, probably not very religious or spiritual at all. I remember seeing an interview that she did, and she joked about using one of the Hawaiian people's sacred rocks as a scratching post and then laughing when a few rocks came loose and fell due to her actions. Mercury trining Neptune people may also have a hard time keeping things to themselves. They aren't very good at keeping secrets, and they may also enjoy alcohol or other mind-altering substances. I also heard in an interview that Jennifer has an alter ego. I believe that's because of her Mercury-Neptune contact, as Mercury is the mind and Neptune is fantasy and dreamlike states. And I do believe she does and says a lot of things without really knowing the damage it will cause, or even realizing she's saying anything at all, as weird as that sounds. Her Mercury is sextiling her Pluto, giving her a manipulative side, which we covered before. But with all these placements in very highly intellectual and talkative signs and houses, I very much believe already that she may use these gifts to get things that she wants or to assert her power and control over people and situations. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that she knows how to get what she wants through using her words and playing mind games on others occasionally. I don't know if she does this a lot, but as I always say, how does one get to have a career as rare as hers without greasing palms or scratching backs, doing some type of dirt? Jennifer's Venus is in Leo in the 8th house, making her very alluring. Leos are dominant, and with Venus in the 8th house, thanks to be very dominant in relationships with partners. She also achieves money from others using her beauty and charm. She is very passionate, but 8th house tends to be very secretive and intense, giving her an ability to see through any love relationship to the core and maybe making her not trusting of some of them. Since 8th house is very psychic and her Mars is in Taurus, it gives her a very tantric energy. She likes to feel like she's one with her partner, that her partner is devoted to her. She wants to have a spiritual connection in her love life, as she brings a kind of ethereal beauty and charm. She's also attracted to darker, more complex forms of art, film, and music. Her Venus is conjunct her Jupiter in the 8th house, and her Jupiter is in Cancer. Her Jupiter is also in an anaretic degree, 29 degrees. 29 degrees is the crisis degree. It gives her a certain level of chaos or a lack of control when it comes to Jupiter themes, such as over-exaggerating or overcompensating in ways. And I've heard some celebrities in interviews just saying that Jennifer might come across as if she's trying too hard to be funny or shocking sometimes. She might be susceptible to overdoing things. I know that she was also the victim of having her private photos being leaked on the internet, and that 29th degree always victimizes the chart holder in some way, giving them a lack of control in a certain area. And Jupiter is expansion, so her images being leaked on the internet for everyone to see is very Jupiter anaretic degree. And her Jupiter is in the 8th house, making her a daredevil in a lot of ways, seeing how much she can get away with. She may put herself in dangerous situations just because she feels drawn to it, maybe not even realizing the severity of her actions. Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer can give her many lovers throughout her life. She is affectionate with those that she loves, and sometimes she may not know where to draw the line when it comes to affection or romance. Even with friends or acquaintances, she may be very handsy and touchy-feely, but she makes a lot of money from others and they give to her freely, and she accepts it. And she'll never have a shortage of people who want to take care of her, even if she doesn't need it. That's just an 8th house thing. Her Jupiter is trining her ascendant in Sagittarius, and as Jupiter is the natural ruler of Sagittarius, that adds to her larger-than-life personality that she identifies with wholeheartedly. Again, she doesn't mind being the center of attention and having all eyes on her. And with Jupiter trining her ascendant, I think it kind of guarantees that all eyes will be on her. This aspect can have a lot to do with her astronomical success as an illustrious actor. But her Jupiter is also opposing her Saturn, giving her a need to slow down at times and really hone in on what she wants out of life and how to get it in a strategic way instead of playing it fast and loose with things she genuinely cares about. Her Mars is in Taurus and it's trining her Saturn, making her a powerful force. She likes to get things done, and as Mars is an earthy, grounded Taurus, she does things in a methodical way. It is very different from how she presents herself when joking around and laughing with friends. How she goes about closing deals, making money, achieving high accolades, and success is done slowly, step by step, which is in slight contradiction to her sun and even her ascendant. No one can see her as moving slow or having a strategy with anything, but she most definitely does. Her Mars is opposite her Pluto, very much exaggerating the power that she holds and how she goes about achieving success. Now, I did say that she might have a manipulative side, and this further illustrates this, but I also think she knows her enemy, so to speak, the person that she's making a deal with or competing for a role against. She has this natural knowledge of people and how they operate and can easily benefit from it. Mars opposite Pluto can indicate a need for physical exercise and the use of creative outlets to relieve internal pressures and struggles. Now, I'd like to shortly touch upon her North Node in the 2nd house. So her North Node in the 2nd house makes her someone whose life's work will bear fruit. She's supposed to have a lot of assets instead of taking it from others. In a past life, she could have been a politician or a leader who took money from constituents or followers, making them earn money for her. And in this lifetime, she has to find creative ways to make money for herself, which I do believe she's doing. So Jennifer Lawrence, to me, has always had this girlish charm, immaturity, and She's funny, she's self-deprecating for a joke, she easily draws in admirers from any background. She's beautiful, she has that unique beauty that only Sagittarius ascendants possess, ethereal but also sophisticated in a way. I know that she has this very low-key family life. She's married at the moment. Venus in the 8th likes secrecy and privacy in love. She probably wouldn't have married someone who is in the mainstream or is too famous because how low-key she likes to keep things. And I don't know his birthday, so I sadly can't do a compatibility reading on the two. And I know that she had a baby, I just don't know the specific birthday. The reports started coming out around February or late February, so I'm thinking the baby is either late Aquarius or early Pisces, which would conjunct her North Node, which is quite beautiful. Being a mother for her is new, but it's part of her life purpose. I also think the baby is a boy because of Aries being her 5th house cusp, and the planet that rules Aries is Mars, which is masculine. Anyway, I love Jennifer and I think that she's an amazing actor. I know whenever Jennifer Lawrence is in a movie, it's probably worth a watch because she's just so good and she molds herself into the role effortlessly. So guys, if you have any celebrities you'd like me to read, put it below in the comments, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe to my channel to get the tea on your faves, and I'll see you in the next one.